What is up guys, welcome back to another video. Alright, today we're gonna talk about World War 3 again. Yeah, I know, it's kind of permanent feature in my channel right now, World War 3. Anyway guys, as you guys remember, World War 3 announced its free-to-play open beta release back in March, but after like 7 months of delaying, finally we got to see the World War 3 going free-to-play as well as open beta by the end of last month. And as you guys know, that open beta release was a disaster. There were a huge number of technical issues, server problems, and the players left with infinite loading screens and even some random errors that kick players out of the queues and the lobbies. It was actually a pretty painful experience. And if you check out my review for the open beta, actually at the end I suggest you guys to wait at least couple of weeks before jumping into the game because of all that technical issues. So I just want to make this video just to keep you guys updated about what's going on with World War 3. And so to be fair, a few days ago the devs have actually pushed some new updates and some bug fixes to the game, and now for the most part the game is actually playable. I actually been playing this game for the last couple of days and I honestly haven't really had any issues with the game so far. Now you can actually jump into the matches pretty quickly, no more infinite loading screens or random technical errors, and the ping is also stable for the most part, and the game is finally stable, which I'm super happy about. So if you want to jump into the game right now, this is actually a good time to do it. But for sure there are still some issues with the game. The servers are still limited for certain number of players, but it's actually much better than the day one release. Currently the game is having around 8,000 daily concurrent players, which is actually a pretty good for a free-to-play game on Steam. And also the dev team has pushed some info about the current issues that they're working on and also some of the fixes that they have been made so far. So it seems like there will be more improvement coming into the game near future, but honestly in my opinion the biggest issue that the game having right now is the lack of content, especially moving forward. And honestly looking at the future, I'm really unsure how the game will turn out and holds up, as they're going into the open beta launch with this minimal amount of content including only bunch of maps and couple of game modes. I'm honestly not sure how long the player base will keep up with the game. On the other hand, look at a game like Shatterline. It's also a free-to-play game, but the devs are working so hard on the game to fix most of the major issues, at the same time pushing new content, new game modes, new maps into the game, which is extremely important in 2022. I'm actually happy for World War 3 that is finally stable and actually playable, but at the same time I'm kind of worried about its future, mostly because of the developer team doesn't have a good track record when it comes to pushing new content into their game. But big titles like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2 coming up in like couple of weeks time, World War 3 is going to have a really hard time keeping up their current player base with this limited amount of content. But at the end of the day, ultimately World War 3 is a completely free-to-play game that everybody can jump in and enjoy, and I'm really happy to see thousands of new players currently jump into the game and experience it for the first time. But at the same time I'm hoping the developers push new content into the game, new maps, some new game modes, and maybe some new vehicles, new weapons, or maybe a new battle pass just to keep the game fresh, because ultimately you are gonna lose player base no matter what, because people get bored pretty quickly. But anyway guys, I think the game is currently on the right track and I hope the game will grow into its fully potential in the near future, so we are definitely keep an eye on World War 3 for sure. So as always guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like on it and also hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for more content like this. I'll see you guys in my next video. Stay safe.